After more than 2 years of waiting, a U.S. judge ruled in favor of Ripple on July 13, 2023. The judge determined that XRP is not a financial security, at least when it is offered to individuals on exchange platforms. Amidst the SEC's battle against the cryptocurrency sector in the United States, including lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has partially lost a significant battle against Ripple Labs. The judge in a New York court ruled on July 13, 2023, that XRP is not a security and therefore not a financial security when offered to individuals. For individual investors, the judge concluded that XRP cannot be considered an investment contract according to the Howey test, which we will discuss in the article. The SEC based its entire argument on this test to claim that XRP is a security and thus a financial security. However, the judge determined that when XRP was offered to institutions or investment funds, it should have been registered as a security. Consequently, Ripple Labs violated U.S. federal laws in this regard. However, it is the sale on cryptocurrency exchange platforms that matters the most because the SEC has consistently used this argument to claim that several other cryptocurrencies are unregistered financial securities. Therefore, this decision holds significant importance for the future of the crypto ecosystem in the United States. The Ripple project is designed for financial institutions and banks with the goal of facilitating transactions among them, reducing transfer time and costs. This close association with banks has garnered mixed reactions from the Web3 community, but that is not the focus of this article. The issue at hand for the SEC is XRP, the native token of Ripple, which powers the Ripple blockchain. According to the U.S. financial regulator, the SEC, XRP is an unregistered financial security. This legal battle dates back to 2020 when the SEC accused Ripple Labs of raising over $1 billion since its official launch in 2013 without prior authorization. Ripple, the U.S. company, disputes these allegations and even references previous statements by the former SEC director stating that XRP should not be considered a financial security. Since 2020, this case has been pending in the U.S. judicial system until now. The main argument put forth by the U.S. financial regulator is Ripple Labs' failure to submit a mandatory registration document. This is a crucial step for companies seeking to raise public funds on the stock market. The SEC claims that Ripple deceived investors, even accusing the company of creating an information void by disclosing only the details it deemed necessary. The second argument is a corollary to the first. In the United States, any issuance of a financial security must be approved by the SEC, with the initial step being the examination of the registration document. Ripple did not undertake this step, and the company does not contest that fact. However, Ripple Labs believes that it was unnecessary and that it is the SEC's burden to prove that XRP is indeed a financial security, not the other way around. Typically, the Howey test is used to determine whether an asset is a financial security. It is a legal framework employed in the United States to determine if a financial transaction qualifies as an investment contract and thus falls under federal securities legislation. To meet the criteria, the transaction must involve an investment of money, a common enterprise, an expectation of profits, and profits generated by a third party. In this case, the judge concluded that XRP did not meet all the criteria of the Howey test when offered to individuals on cryptocurrency exchange platforms. This is precisely what the SEC accused Binance and Coinbase of regarding other cryptocurrencies when those platforms faced legal action. According to the U.S. judge, XRP is not an investment contract and therefore not an unregistered financial security because investors do not have a reasonable expectation of profits derived from the entrepreneurial or managerial efforts of others. In other words, the last two criteria of the Howey test are not fulfilled. The judge's decision is surprising on at least two fronts. First, XRP is a rather unique cryptocurrency. As mentioned earlier, it is not highly regarded by the Web3 community due to its ties to the financial sector. And it is true that it is not quite like other cryptocurrencies. That's why the judge's decision regarding the sale of XRP to institutional investors is not surprising, as they do indeed expect a profit. The second argument is that individual investors can also anticipate a profit. In fact, very few are aware of Ripple's operations and use cases. When they buy XRP on platforms, they presumably do not hold it to purchase consumer goods. This decision primarily highlights the weakness of the SEC's arguments, which could cause significant harm to the regulator in the future. In all objectivity, XRP was the cryptocurrency that raised the most questions. The SEC's arguments could clearly have had an impact because XRP is not used to power a decentralized protocol. Ripple is a completely centralized and closed entity, but it benefits from its longevity and technological proximity to the crypto sector to be a part of it. If the judge concludes that XRP is not a financial security, what can be said about Sol from Solana, Matic from Polygon, or ADA from Cardano, just to name a few of the tokens that the SEC deems to be financial securities? We cannot see how a judge could rule in favor of the SEC after the XRP case. Indeed, all tokens targeted by the SEC are purely decentralized, and at best, one could expect a distinction between institutional and individual investors. In their crusade against the crypto sector, the SEC has just suffered a heavy defeat. Today, its main arguments are rejected, and the judge sides with the arguments of the crypto sector, which is arguably the most significant news of the year. While we await the SEC's response, the crypto world has already reacted. The market experienced a significant surge on the evening of July 13, with XRP taking the lead. In conclusion, the recent ruling in the SEC versus Ripple case has delivered a significant blow to the SEC's arguments. The judge's decision that XRP is not a financial security raises questions about the SEC's approach to classifying cryptocurrencies. The unexpected absence of profit expectations for individual investors and the unique characteristics of XRP have weakened the SEC's position. This outcome may have broader implications for other tokens that the SEC considers financial securities. The SEC's loss in this battle against the crypto sector marks a major development, with the judge favoring the arguments put forth by the crypto community. As the SEC's response is awaited, the crypto market has already responded positively, with XRP leading the way.